So yesterday I gave you the exercise 3 done, exercise 4. Okay, let's open the okay, let's open the browser and let's go to exercise 4. Okay, so I will do this one and let's see who has done this one. First one is Santosh. He started directly the promise.
Yeah. So this is the solution for Excel span. So
Yeah. So actually I want the console.java program started. You should go one by
yeah.
one.
So
And okay, let me go through it. Just then I create a promise that resolve. Okay, create a promise that resolve after 5 seconds with the value of this one. So create a promise. What is this? This is not exercise 4.
can you go to Excel file?
That's where I go.
Excel file.
Exercise
So
5.
mistakenly have so given
Give me one
solution
minute. Give me
for
one. I'll go 5. Give me 1 minute. Okay. So let me go. Okay, let's go over 8. Let's go to say second one. So console.log start. You have to follow exactly it is. You cannot say start when it is saying program started. You have to say exactly like this. You have to copy paste from here. Okay, then it's saying create a promise. Create a promise that resolve after 5 seconds with this data. And what is the data you have? Hello friend. So this is also not right. Let's go to 8. Log the promise violation in the pending state. So this is a correct statement. Then you have to do exactly as it is. Program in progress. This this will not work. Though it is doesn't matter, but you have to follow exactly all the steps. Okay, then we have create the first promise chain using the promise above and print out the result value when the first promise fulfills. So when the first promise fulfills, you print out the result. That is correct. This time is correct. Okay, then have this first promise written another promise that will fulfill after 2 seconds with the message first promise chain complete. Okay, so you created and written new promise. This is correct. Set timeout. You cannot have resolve in the set timeout. This resolve and reject always come inside the promise, not in the set timeout. So this resolve and reject part should be here in the promise, not in the set timeout. Okay. Okay. Then you resolve it after 2 seconds and you call then and you do the console.race, which is nothing but this one. And create a second promise chain using the first promise above and print out the result when the second promise fulfills. Okay, so here we have to okay, so this is also not 100% right. So let me go through it and let me run over it. Okay, so let's do it this one. Okay, I'll go one by one step and you have to help me in what to do. So everyone get ready, and whenever I ask, you have to just put in the chat what I'm asking. Okay, let's put exercise 4. First is the program started. Okay, so what should I do? What should I write for the first statement? You can put in the chat, or you can say orally. So we will start with the program started. What should I do?
We use console.log.
Okay, yeah, console.log program started. Okay, first statement is done. Now, second is create a promise that resolve after 5 seconds with the value of hello print error. Now, just type this. How will you do the step 2 in the chat? Okay, I want a solution from everyone. I want solution from everyone. Santosh, Manpreet has given solution. Kate, Ole, Subramaniam. I want solution from you also. How will you create this promise, which will resolve after 5 seconds with the value data? This one. Okay. Ole. Only I want this statement. Second number. Don't put the first one now. First one is done. Okay. Why it is comment? Kate, why it is comment? All are commented. Okay, it's fine, but next step, make sure. Okay, so let's start with the constant p equal to, you can name it anything, new promise. We are creating new promise. New promise always have arrow function inside it, and it should always get two values. One is resolve and one is reject. Though we are not using reject, but then also you have to put two values here. If you only put resolve, in future you will forget that reject also come here. So always put the two things here. Though right now we are using only resolve. And then since we have to resolve after 5 seconds, so I will use set timeout. And here we have arrow function, and I will put 5. That is 5 seconds, and I will resolve after 5 seconds. I will say resolve, and it will be the data which I have to pass this one. Okay, so this is the next statement. Now let's see what is the next statement. Log out the promise while it's in the pending state. Okay, so let's do this one. Log out with its pending state. So what should I write on here? Can you put it? Console.log p. Manpreet is saying I want from everyone. Santosh is saying program in progress. Or Ola is saying p. Console.log p. Okay. Okay, I want solution from everyone. Okay, so program in progress is not there yet. We are on the step number 3. So I have to just say console.log of p. So initially, till we have not reached the resolve part, this promise will always be in the pending state. So we have to log console.log while it is in the pending state. As soon as we reach the resolve, this p will be in the fulfilled state. And if we reach the reject, this p will be in the rejected state. So initially, even though this statement is completed, but p is still in the pending state. After it gets resolved, it will become in the fulfilled state. Okay, next, print out the program in progress. Okay, this is simple, so I will not ask this one. Let's do this console.log. Okay, next. Now, create the first promise chain using the promise above and print out the resolve value when the first promise fulfills. So when the first promise fulfills, we have to print out the result. So who will write down this part? I want this statement, fifth number. I want fifth number, only fifth number. I want from everyone. Okay. Return result is not expected in this quick number. This one only print out whatever result. So if you have written return result, it's not right. You have to exactly do this fifth number. Create the first promise chain using the promises above and print out the result value when the first promise fulfills. So return result will not come. I want solution from everyone. Fifth number, only fifth number. Okay, I want solution from everyone. Okay, Santosh is saying promise dot then results console dot log result. Okay, Santosh has given a solution. I want from everyone only the fifth number. Okay. Okay, let's write down the fifth number. Since we have to use this create the first promise chain and we have to print out whatever the value came with, that is this value. So I'll do p dot then, and here it will be a function where I will get some result or response. I'll say res, and then I'll do console.log of that response. Okay, so this whatever is the result will come here in this console.log. Okay, next sixth number. So write down the statement for the sixth number. This sixth number will come here. So here we have to return something. So it's saying have this first promise return another new promise that will fulfill after 2 seconds with a message. So this message will be resolved in this promise. So what should I write after return? Put it in the chat. What should I write after the return? Return new promise resolve. Always remember, I don't want only resolve in this promise. I want both to be there. Okay, though we don't use reject right now in this exercise, but both should be there. Okay, so next time make sure when you give promise, I want resolve and reject. Okay, set timeout. Kate is saying set timeout, resolve first promise and complete to. Okay. Santosh is saying new promise, resolve, set timeout, resolve first point and complete, right? All day, resolve reject first point, yeah. So here we have to say new promise, and promise has arrow function inside it, resolve and reject, and then I will use set timeout with 2 seconds, and here I have to resolve with the first promise chain completed. Okay, so this one is getting completed. Now what? After this, let's read more. Print out the message from number promise after it fulfills, that is first promise chain complete. Now, after this is resolved, I have to print this one. I have to print this one. So it should start from here. What should I put it here so that when it gets resolved, I should console that value. So I want some code here which will come and which will show this message. Okay, dot then message console.log message, right? So everyone has written correctly dot then, and here I will use arrow function and message mes. You can put name anything, and then we do console.log of message. So it will display this message. Because we are returning this promise, that means then will be tied to this one, not this one. Okay, so this one is the correct one. Now let's go again and read whatever it is saying. Now, till 7 we are done. Let's go to this one. Create a second promise chain using the first promise above. So this is the promise. This is the promise. We have to create a second promise chain. Print out the result value when the second promise fulfills. So this one is done. Okay, so this one is one done, complete. We don't have to touch it. Now we have to create another promise chain. This is a chain using the first promise. So similarly, what we have created here, we have to take P and create another chain. So it will be, I'll start this one. I'll do P dot then again. So what we did, here we did one chain and here we are starting second chain. Create a second promise chain using the first promise above and print out the result value. So similarly, as we are printing this one, here also we have to print same thing. So this message will come two times, one here and one here. And this is a separate chain and we are creating another chain here. Okay. Have this second promise return another new promise that will fulfill after 10 seconds with the message second promise chain complete. Now this second chain should return a new promise which will run for 10 seconds and which has this message. So I want this segment. So it will be returning here. Yeah, Ole has written something. So here I have to return what? I want that. So just type what should I return here. Let's see who has given. Ole has given. And who else? Okay, what should I write here? Okay, Manpreet is saying new promise at time on second. Yeah. So that's what I want. I don't want complete solution at one time. This is the one I want. Return new promise, and it should have resolve and reject. And here I will do set timeout, and here I will give 10 seconds. And here I will resolve with second promise chain complete. So this one is done. Now print out the message from above promise, that is this promise, after it fulfills. So when this will get fulfilled, I have to show that message. And here everyone is writing correctly there. Here I will put arrow function. And here I will put some message. And I will do console.log message. Okay. After that, this is some hint which you can use it. But this is completing 10 steps. Let's run it and see how it goes. Node. Oh. Program started, pending, program in progress. Both the data comes in one chain and second chain. And first promise chain complete. And after 10 seconds, second promise chain complete. So this program gets ended. Is this clear? All the steps are clear to everyone? Any questions in this solution? Let me update the notes. If I refresh it, Okay, I put the solution also here, so you can go through the solution. Let's go to exercise number 5, and here you need to Google it kind of thing to get this. Let's see what it's saying. Okay, this one is for the 4 number. This is the 5 number. First promise, second promise, and we will promise.all. Okay, so let's go over this exercise 5 together. Exercise 5. Let me create exercise 5. Okay, let's go one by one. So it's saying create a promise that resolves the number 10 after 3 seconds. So just someone can give me what should I create it here. I want this statement only the first statement. Okay, P1 is promise resolve is a set timeout resolve 10 after 3 seconds. Correct. Okay, that's doing the solution. I want from others also if you can do. So I'll use constant P1 equal to new promise and resolve reject, and here I'll use set timeout maybe after 3 seconds, and here I will resolve with the value of 10. Okay. Similarly, we want another promise with the number 20 after 5 seconds. So I'll just copy paste it. It will give 20 seconds, 20 output after 5 seconds. So maximum will be 5 seconds. If we run both parallelly, this will end in 3 seconds, this will end in 5 seconds, so total time will be 5 seconds. Now we log out the sum 30 of two resolved values after both promises successfully fulfilled. So since we have two promises and we want the solution when both are resolved, we will not wait for one and then wait for another. We want when both are done, then we have to add it. So whenever we have to do like this, that all the promises are done, we have to use promise.all. All means when all are done at that time. So let's see what will happen when all are done. Here is the result. I want to see what result is coming. So we'll see what result we are getting when we use promise.all. Okay, so promise.all does not work like this one. Okay, so sorry, so promise.all, actually this one is not right statement syntax. So promise.all accepts all the promises in an array. So I will put P1 and P2, and then we will get dot then. That means when promise.all gets resolved, then we will get the result, which is this one. Okay, so this result will come after all is resolved. So when I use promise.all, I have to put all the promises in the array, P1 and P2. And then when both are resolved, we go into then and we'll get the result. Let's see how it goes. So it will take 3 seconds, then it will take 5 seconds. So after 5 seconds, we get an array of 10 and 20. So whatever it got resolved here and whatever it got resolved here, it will come in array of this result. So if we have, let's say one more P3, which will also resolve in 2 seconds, for example, and it gives me 10 or it gives me 5, I can add one more here. So all the 3 promises when done are done, then we will get the console.log. So after 5 seconds, we get all the three. For the first one, we get 10. For the second one, we get 20. And for the third one, we get 5. Then what we have to do? We have to calculate the sum of all the promises. So we can write down like this: console.log result of 0 plus result of 1 plus result of 2. If we have many promises, we can loop it using different method. But right now, since we have 2 or 3, I can directly console.log. Let me run it. Okay, so it will give me 35. 10 plus 20 plus 5 is 35. So the promise.all is one of the way in the promise where it takes all the promises and it will get solved when all the promises are resolved. If there is error in any of the promises, then we will not get this solution. So for example, if this one is reject, then let me put the catch block also. Okay, let's see what will happen, because one of them is rejected, then it should not go into the this one. So it is going into the error part where we got error. See, error we got is 5. So it's saying error is 5. So this all will only get here when all are resolved. If any of them is giving reject, then it will not go inside here. Is that clear? Okay. There are few more things which we have to know about a promise. Another one is, this one is all. Another one is promise.settled. Promise.all settled. All settled like this. Here also, we take all the promises in an array like this. Here also, we get all the promises like this, and then we use this then here similarly. I will also do console.log of result. Okay, let me comment this one. And we'll do to all settled. Okay, let's see what happens when we do all settled. So when we do all settled, the result which we get, this result which we get is will tell us what is the status. First one got fulfilled, second one got fulfilled, third one got rejected, and if it is rejected, it gives some reason which we have to check on Google what fire reason means. Okay, reason is fire because we are passing fire, so it is giving me fire why it got failed. And if it is success, then the value is 10 and value is 20, whatever we're getting. So it will give the exactly what's happening in each case. So it will not go into the catch even if it is rejected. So the catch will not come into picture for the all settled. So this is another one in the promise, all settled. This one is all. There are a few more which we will do now, which we have to understand. Next one is any. Next one is any. So I will say promise.any. So any also, takes all the promises in the array format, and then it gives the result. Let's see what it does, kind of thing. So I'll put P1, P2, and P3. Let me copy this one. So any, let me run any, then I will explain what any does, kind of thing. So in any, you see, we are getting 10 number as a result, because 10 number is resolved in 3 seconds. And this one is though solved in 2 seconds, but it is rejected. And so any means, any of them, it gets resolved first, will come here. So let me write down the meaning of any. Any is settled as soon as any of the promises is fulfilled. So anyone is success, then we show that message. And if all are rejected, if all get rejected, then any will give some aggregate error. So what it will give, it will end with some aggregate error. So let me show you what it means. So if this is the fastest one, because it results in 3 seconds, if I change this to 1, that means this will be the fastest. So this one will get resolved first. T20 got resolved first. So whoever is resolved first, any will display that first. It will not check for other things, whether this got resolved in 10 or rejected after that. Anyone is resolved correctly, that will be, we are getting that result here. But what will happen if everything is rejected? Okay, all are rejected. Now let's see what happens. So you will see error which we get is aggregate error. All promises are rejected. And with the errors, what we are errors getting is 10, 25. So we are getting this value is here. And, but all are rejected. So we get the aggregate error. We go into the catch block. So with any, we want at least one to be fulfilled to go into then block. Otherwise, it will go into the catch block. Okay, so this is the any, and let's do one more. It's called race. Okay, so let's see what race does, and we will see the difference between any and race soon, kind of thing. So let me see what race does, and then we'll find the differences between the two. Okay, so we are getting 10 because this is the fastest result, 10. So let me write down what race does, and then we'll see whether what's happening. So the race is settled as soon as any of the promises you feed, it settle whether they are fulfilled or rejected. So race is a race who will come first. So whether it's a resolve or reject, whoever will come first will be displayed here. Okay. Let's see P1, P2, P3 we are getting. Okay, the rejected is 2, but we are not getting rejected. Okay, one second, let me see. getting 20, so it is resolved in 1 second. What if we reject everything with a race? Okay, so yeah, I don't see any. Okay, it's any. Let me change it to race. Sorry, we are getting improper error is 20. So whoever is doing first, even if it is reject or accepted, that means even if it is fulfilled or rejected, whoever will first will be shown there. So here in the 1 second we got resolved. Let me change this to 5 seconds and let's see now what's happening. So error is 5. So we are getting error is 5 like this one. Because it says that in 2 seconds it got rejected. What if we change it to 6 seconds? Okay, then we get a 10 because this is the fastest one which gets resolved. Okay, so it's saying the race is settled as soon as the promise you feed it settled, whether they are fulfilled or rejected. So whoever is the first, whether it's a reject or it is a resolved, whoever will complete first will be displayed here. If it is resolved first, it will show here. If it is error first, it will show here. So let's, okay, what is the difference between all and all settled? So you see this all means all this should be resolved. No error should be there. That will come in all. And in all settled, even if there is error, we go inside the then result and we can see the result. Let me show you again. So all we know, it should be all should be resolved, then only it will go into then, otherwise it will go into the catch block. Let's check all settled again. In the all settled, even if it is rejected, it will go inside the then block and it will show the status, which one is fulfilled, which one is rejected. So it will not go into the catch block. It will go inside only in the then block and it will tell the status here only. So this will not go into catch block even if it is rejected. Okay, so we'll get the catch block here only in the status. Okay, let's refresh this again because we did one time. Let's refresh this again. So we have all means it will go inside then block if all are resolved correctly, successfully resolved successfully. Okay, if there is error or reject, then it will go reject for any promise. Then it will go to catch block. Is this clear? This all part is clear? I'll go one by one. So is all part clear? What we are going to do in the all? Everything should be resolved. Okay, all three should be resolved. If any one of them is not resolved, it will go into the catch block. Let's talk about all settled. Here, it will always go into then block with status for each promise. So even if it is rejected or fulfilled, it will show us in the then block. Then we'll go to any. Okay, for the any, let me do what. For any, as soon as the promise is fulfilled, so we have to find which one is the promise which is fulfilled first. Okay, so any promise which is fulfilled first will show it here. And if all are rejected, then it will give some aggregate error in the console. So if it is fulfilled, then it will show, let's say there are three, two are get fulfilled. So which one is fulfilled first will come here. But if all three are rejected, then it will go here. So it needs any one to be fulfilled. If any one of them is fulfilled, it will go and show it here, which is the earliest. So if any one of the promise is fulfilled, it will go in then block, else it will go in H block. Let's talk about race. In the race is settled, if race is settled as soon as any of the promises you feed, it's settled whether they are fulfilled or rejected. So race will check which one is doing first. If it is fulfilled is doing first, it will go into then block. And if it is rejected is doing first, it will go into the console block. But it will check the first one. Whereas in the any, it will check which one is fulfilled in among all the three. Okay, if P3 is fulfilled, these two are rejected, then P3 will be displayed here. But with the race, if P1 is rejected first, it will go here. If P1 is fulfilled first, it will go here. So whoever is fulfilled or rejected first will take the priority to go to then or catch block. So whoever comes first, whether fulfilled or rejected, will take precedence. Okay? Is all four clear? Okay, so
I have one question. Like in all settle, if we don't have any. Hello, are you able to hear me?
yeah, you have too much background noise actually. Yeah, tell me.
In the all settle, if we don't have, success scenario, will it print any default success case?
No, if it is all rejected, for example, all are rejected.
No. I'm not saying for not rejected. If we don't have the success scenario, I mean resolve state, and we.
So you don't have resolve in any of the three.
Okay.
Then what will all settle do? It will give, then that's why it will go in result, but it will tell status rejected in all the cases. That's what your question is?
Correct.
Okay, so let's run this again. I rejected all. So all are rejected. So you get status all rejected. Okay, so all settled will go into then block only, and it will show the status whether it is rejected or fulfilled. If all are rejected, we'll get all rejected here. Okay, so let me put this in the one of the exercise file, and then you can go through and you will try to see each case again and again, which one you like it.
I have one more question. In the P1, P2, P3 reference are there, right?
Yeah.
Suppose I have another P3 reference. At that time, what will be the case for promise.all?
So you have only, this is the variable.
Duplicate. Yeah, duplicate reference.
Duplicate means what? P4?
No, same P3.
You cannot have P3. This is a constant. You can only one P3. right? This is a constant. You cannot write another P3. You cannot assign P3 again.
Okay.
This is a constant. That means this variable cannot be reassigned any value. You cannot have duplicate of P3. You can have P4, constant P4, but you cannot have P3
Got it.
again.
Got it. Got it.
Okay. Even if it is var, then also, P3 is only the one. Value will is only one. It does not have multiple values. Okay. So let's put it in the exercise part. Okay, let's take this one now. So I have put a solution here. So this is the solution, and I have put all the other things which we needed here. Any questions on the promise? So since we have done, this is the third day of promise. So we have done all these topics on the promise. What are the topics on promise? Let's see. So we have callback L, we have promises, we exercise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have async and await. So these three are the explanation. This one, and this one. These three are the exercises. 5 are the exercises. Any questions on the promises? I have seen today that everyone is able to do the promise because I asked everyone to, I asked everyone to write down the code. So I feel that everyone is doing good job in promise. Everyone knows the promise. So any questions or any doubt in the promises? Okay. No questions. I could not because join through phone from tomorrow I'll be doing. Yeah, so it is good. You should join from computer because you have to do the exercise together with me. This is the first promise where I am doing the most of the work. But in future, you have to do together with me. So tomorrow React will start and I will be also studying Next.js. So there you have to, duplicate the code yourself on your screen. So it is better you should join using computer and you have to do side by side along with me the coding. So it is better you should join with computer. Okay, so that's all for today and we are done with the promises. Tomorrow we will do together React.js, Next.js together. But since Next.js needs the basics of React.js, so I will cover the React.js basics first and then go to Next.js. Though everyone in my class has done React.js before, they know React.js, but then also we'll go through 4 or 5 important concepts of React.js and then start the Next.js. Both are important. Nowadays, React.js is kind of dying and every company is moving to the Next.js. So even if you are good in React.js, it is better you should learn Next.js. Next.js is the future of React, you can say. All companies are now moving to Next.js. So you should master the Next.js rather than concentrating on the React.js. Okay. Any questions? Someone raise hand. Yamanpreet.
No, sir.
Okay, you raised hand. I thought, okay, sorry. Okay, so tomorrow we'll take, this 1 or 2 months is very important. I will be taking lot of topics which are used for interviews and for React.js and Next.js. So in couple of months, we will complete all React.js, Next.js, data structures, and all the important questions related to the interview. So if you attend daily, it's good because you will be mastering. And this time I will not just explain and leave it. Every topic I will be going into details so that you should know in depth of every topic. Previously, what I was doing, I was just explaining and let the student learn it itself. But now, this time, every topic, everyone has to master it before I move to the next topic. Since we have done promises and I have asked questions also, everyone understand what promise is there. Though you have to practice it 1 or 2 times more, all the things. But I feel that everyone is confident on the promises now, and you will be able to answer, promises. So though promises is done, tomorrow I will just ask in brief 5 minutes about the promises from everyone, and then I will move to the new topic. This 5 minutes will be little small exercise which you have to do together with me, and I will be asking small simple questions on the promises tomorrow before I move to the new topic. So tomorrow we'll start with a new topic. That one will be also very important for the interview. And in few days I will start the React.js and Next.js. Okay, any questions?